All right, last page. Distance, midpoint. Distance first. I'm going to grab these points. This is -4, -2. And this point up here is going to be 4, 3. From here, I'm just going to execute the formula. So I need the difference in my x's, so 4 minus -4. I need the difference in my y's, so 3 minus -2. And it doesn't matter if you go this way or that way. It's still, this difference is 8, this difference is 5. It doesn't matter because you're going to square the number anyway. So if you get a -8 in here or a +8, not going to matter. -5, +5, not going to matter. You're going to square it anyway. So I have 8 squared, which is 64. I've got 5 squared, which is 25. You add these two together, I'm going to get 89. That cannot be broken down anymore. And I want it in simplest radical form, so I'm just going to leave it as 89. Same thing here. I've got a 0, 1 for this point. I've got a 2, -3 for this point. And I'm going to do the math. So 2 minus 0 will be my x distance. And then -3 minus 1 will be my y distance. Again, a total of 4, a total of 2. It doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. You're going to square it anyway. So I've got 2 squared is 4. -4 squared is 16. So I'm going to have the square root of 20. I need to break that apart. Square root of 4 times the square root of 5. I know the square root of 4, it's 2. I don't know the square root of 5, I'm going to leave it. Next one. 2 minus 0 is the difference in my x's. 3 minus 4 is the difference in my y's. So 4 squared is, or 2 squared is 4 right here. And 1 squared, -1 squared rather, is 1. That's going to leave me straight up square root of 5. Don't have to do anything to it. Last one of the distance. Difference in my x's. I've got 2 minus 4. So a distance of 2. I've got 6 minus 4. Again, another distance of 2. Let me take the square root. So -2 squared is +4. +2 squared is +4. Notice again, doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. You're squaring it. So I'm going to have the square root of 8. I'm going to break that apart into the square root of 4 times the square root of 2. Why did I use the square root of 4? Why is it first? Because I know the square root of 4. It's 2. I don't know the square root of 2, so I'm going to leave it. Last for the day. That's a great time. Last for. So, midpoint. I want the average value for the x's, the average value for the y's. You know it's going to be right here. But let's calculate it anyway. So I've got -5, -2, and -1, +4. Those are my 2 points. I want the average for my x's. So I'm going to take them and add them together, divide by the total number. There are only 2, so I'm going to divide by 2. I want the average for my y's. I'm going to take them, I'm going to add them together, divide by 2. Notice the signs. Got to keep the signs. Now many of you will need to rewrite this before you get started. I'll go ahead and do that. So I have -5 minus 1 over 2 and 4 minus 2 over 2. This is going to be my midpoint. So -5 minus 1 is 6, divided by 2 is -3. 4 minus 2 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. -3, 1, you'll notice it's right where that is the point. Same thing here on this next one. 0, 1, and 5, 2. I'm going to take and grab 5 plus 0 over 2, 1 plus 2 over 2, average of my x's, average of my y's. 5 over 2 is 2.5, and 3 over 2 is 1.5. You'll notice again that's right where it falls. Last 2 problems. So exciting. I've got 6 plus -2 over 2, and I've got 1 plus 5 over 2. 6 plus -2 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. 1 plus 5 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. My last problem, -9 plus 0, and then 8 plus negative 11. Negative 9 plus 0 is still negative 9, divided by 2 is negative 4.5. 8 plus negative 11 is negative 3, divided by 2 is negative 1.5. And that's it. Be careful with those signs. Remember, the order is not important. As long as you have your x's over here and your y's over here, it's addition. The order doesn't matter. It's those signs that are going to tear you up. Good luck tomorrow, students.